Rocky Mountain Power is set to increase energy by 30.5%, and this actually affects all utility companies in Utah. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, I'm on Payson Power, or I'm on SCSD, or I'm on Salem Power. Why in the world would Rocky Mountain Power doing a 30.5% rate increase on their customers taking effect us? That's a marvelous question. So here's the backstory of it. Like the grid or the infrastructure that gets power to Payson or to Salem or to Elk Ridge or to Woodland Hills or to Santaquin or to any of these other cities throughout Utah uses the backbone structure of Rocky Mountain Power. And so as a result, Rocky Mountain Power is absolutely critical and integral to your ability to get power. And so if you go back about 3 weeks ago, there was a huge power outage that took and knocked out the power from Santaquin all the way up to Springville. And what it was is there was a Rocky Mountain Power substation in Spanish Fork Canyon. And that particular day, the temperatures were hot, the demand was high, people were cranking their air conditioners, and that combination caused that substation to explode. And as a result of Rocky Mountain Power going down, Woodland Hills, Elk Ridge, West Mountain, Payson, Salem, Springville, Santaquin, doesn't matter. All these surrounding states or surrounding cities, 20,000 people lost their power because they are totally dependent on Rocky's ability to fulfill that demand. That means your utility company is actually a customer of Rocky Mountain Power. Therefore, their rate increase is going to have a very direct effect on your bills because these guys are going to take and pass it along. We're actually renting the right to use their system. Now you might be thinking, why in the world does the cost of power keep going up over and over and over and over again? Some big things. The cost of natural gas, it's gone up tremendously. Like inflation has guaranteed that everything goes up. So we used to buy kind of a spool of wire for 60 bucks, now it's 180 bucks. So you saw a significant increase. You used to be able to get telephone poles. The cost of telephone poles the lead time's gone up to 1 to 2 year lead time to get a telephone pole, and then the price has doubled. The utility companies are trying to get the transformers that we need. Their lead times are 1 to 2 years, and the prices of those have gone up 200 to 300%. So collectively, all of the inputs from like hardware to wire to like say natural gas and inputs like that, collectively all those things have driven the price up. Therefore, as a result, you're seeing these rate increases that are coming out. And so probably one of the coolest things that we've done, I've been doing this for 8 years, is when we've gone out and put solar on houses. Like you take my house, for example. Last year when I had a 96% increase in the cost of my power, really didn't affect me because I was actually still pulling power. My solar panels generated the power. Now, did it hurt on water? Yep. They raised the price of your water 60% because the cost of pumping the water actually went up as a result of the cost of electricity. And so really all the utilities got affected as the result of the cost of energy going up. And so one of the easiest ways to sidestep this is whether you work with me or somebody else, but find a way to not have to be dependent on sourcing your power from these utility companies. They're doing the best they can with what they got, but if you take SCSD right here where I'm at, SCSD has 10 gigawatts of power, but in the summer we use 20 gigawatts. So 50% of all the power we're using is literally found on the open market. And so that makes you dependent on SCSD's ability to negotiate really good prices of power, because if they fail to do that, those rates just get passed on to us. And with everything being electrified, meaning we're bringing out electric cars, we're building houses like crazy, but at the same time we're shutting down coal-fired plants, it's creating a bigger and bigger spread where there's more demand, but the supply has been shrinking. And that is contributing heavily to what you're seeing in utility rate increases.